lane maps where you can do some sort of rotate between bot and middle is get the first wave down as fast as possible and then set up down here. So what they should be doing, we'll see if they do it, is right now, well, right now they're just going to collapse on you. If Leo like swung wide and they kept going, they probably could have collapsed on you. But you can see now what's going to have to happen is Heldor is going to have to tap. If someone's going to have to catch this wave at the wall, and they're already in fog of war. Like, you already can't see them. You have no idea where they are. So if instead what happened was,
What are you waiting for?
I'm fine with this. As soon as they see you, you can leave, right? Because you already see them. So you know where they are, right? That's a big thing that got harped to me was, and that I harp now to people that I talk to, is if you know where they are, you don't have to see them. You know they're here. You know they're not top, right? Because you can see them. Even if they are, nothing's gonna happen. Even if they're bot, nothing's gonna happen. You don't have to see them. Once they see you, you can just leave. Chromie wave, grenade, 1W. This wave's gone. This wave's gone well before them, theoretically. And then you're already set up here. You're already on camp. At the very least, you're even. You're starting camp at the same time. Your mid waves are even. Your bot waves even. Heldor is catching. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So at the very least, you burn this first wave, get to the first camp at 30 seconds. At minimum, you're even. At best, you get 1 kill, and that's not going to win you the game. At worst, you die, and that could lose you the game. I mean, it's just the trade-off is just not worth it, in my opinion. And I mean, your camp clears fast. Like, for what it is, they were on that camp like 5 seconds, 10 seconds before you, and you're almost finishing at the same time. This is probably about 4 seconds that it took for them to get over here. I mean, this is always going to go bad. I mean, theoretically, as soon as they finish, you start seeing this. Just leave. You get it, because actually, Peldor, that was really good. They didn't commit to that, which I think is very strange. That's a huge mistake by them to not, because they had you guys dead to rights. This is all wave. This is fine. I want to look at the micro of that real quick. Yeah. So battle lines. Battle lines. We do you guys know who is gonna be that 5th spot? Like out of the tryouts, do you know who you're gonna offer that spot to?
Well, normally it would be Vern. He's our starter, but he
Okay.
wasn't here today or that day. And whoever we offer will be a sub.
Will be a sub. Okay, so I won't harp on Jep too much. But this which one is this one? Turtwig, is that Vern? Who's this?
That's TJ.
That's TJ.
TJ, okay. So battle lines is super important. Think of a line going from Peldor, an infinite line from Peldor, and an infinite line from Chai. Right, for the most part, it's tanks. Sometimes it's bruisers, but most of the time it's tanks. Peldor smartly. This is a good. You give up your line. You pull back. That's perfect. This is bad. This is all bad. Walking past their tank is just that globe is not worth what's about to happen. Like that globe's not worth that. You don't even have globe heroes. So remember what I said, spamming abilities? That blind did nothing. You want to try and save your blinds for when they're actively auto attacking, or when she E's. If you get that timing really good, and you auto attack her whenever she E's, and you waste that empowered E auto, that is so good. That'll make you such a good tank, dude.
Does blind affect her Q?
Blind does not affect her Q. That is coded as an ability,
Okay.
not
Not an auto attack.
not an auto attack. Yeah. It's coded as an ability. I think that might be all of the micro here for now. So like here, right? We have a decision to make. So this is commonly this will happen every game on Towers of Doom. Once the first waves are done, first camps are done, you have a decision to make, right? You can rotate to kill this person. Your offlaner can rotate down for a fight. You can help them get mid, or you can all stay bot. That's game dependent. There's no perfect answer to that question, but those are kind of the 4 options you have when you play Towers of Doom. It's either gank, no gank, you can send, we're talking about Brightwing leading lane, right? If Brightwing went top, you could try to get this camp, because you're not really doing anything else, right? You just tell these 3 people to play safe. Brightwing leaves. Brightwing could go mid, right, to get this wave, and then you play for this camp.
So we just have to decide in game which is the better option at the time.
Yeah, like this, and I say all of that, everything that I just said, this is fine, because the only reason they're up 4 is because you haven't killed these last minions. So there's 4. So you're even right now. There's no reason other than getting ahead, quote unquote, getting ahead to go for this camp or go for a kill, or have, Porthos just cleared mid. So if you wanted to, Porthos could come down, right? He just cleared mid, Leo's top. Porthos run down, try to go for a gank, stuff like that. Following your, and that's something you could that's Porthos's call, right? If Porthos clears mid and he knows that Leo's behind him, he's ahead of this rotation. And I mean they're low, right? So that's something for Porthos to think about. Your 4-man or your 3-man is not going to have the brain power to make that call. They are going to be very focused on what's going on in this lane. For the most part, they're not going to be paying attention to you, Porthos. That is totally your call on if you want to gank or not, or you can ask if they want to gank, and if they do, then just do it and see what happens. Don't I wouldn't spend too much time discussing decisions in game. If somebody makes a call, or if you designate somebody to make a call, if you say Porthos is macro shot call. All macro decisions, final call is Porthos. All team fighting decisions, final call is Peldor. Whatever. you have to trust that. You kind of have to trust each other. Sometimes I remember in this game, something would happen, and Peldor might call something, and TJ might say, I don't think that's a good idea. And then instead of that being the end of it, Peldor's like, well, I do think it's a good idea. Here's why. And now we're 20 seconds into a discussion of a decision that wasn't made, and now we're just wasting time. I would try to trust each other a little more in making shot calls, just stuff like that. I think that's very important. Yeah, that's fine. This is not the best subdue game, so I'm fine with you not picking subdue here, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get more than 2.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with you not taking subdue.
So I've just got a quick question.
What's up?
Do you have any tips on what you were talking about? Because Peldor's pretty much our primary shot caller. Do you have any tips on what we should do if there's a disagreement? Like to move it on so that we can make that decision or decide on the decision.
I would agree as a team that I would agree as a team to trust each other and to say we have maximum one disagreement. It is, I think this is a good idea. You have a maximum of 1 or 2. Hey, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should do this instead. And if Peldor is your person, if Peldor is your captain, like your in-game captain or whatever, and he says, I disagree, I think we should still do it, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. You just got to talk about it after. You're not going to gain anything from arguing in game.
Agree.
I've lost games straight up with my teams by doing that. You just have to agree as a team. You have to be not like you don't have to be friends, but like you have to trust each other. You know, Peldor might see something that Jep doesn't see, but right, Jep might see something Peldor doesn't see, and he might really feel strongly about that. And sometimes, as the tank player, right, from my personal perspective, sometimes it's better if you can hear that your teammate feels very strongly that your idea is not a good idea. Sometimes it's better to give into that and to let them have that win and to listen to that. Sometimes depends on the call, right? But if it's something like this, like just as one quick example, Peldor calls for this gank on Leo. Jep says, I think that's a really bad idea. I think we should stay bot and push. That decision over the course of this 15-minute game is not really going to mean much. So these little decisions really don't matter enough to get into arguments for. Not saying that you did, not saying that you will, just the weight of decisions matters in what battles you pick and choose, basically. But I would say max 1 or 2 disagreements. After that, just trust each other, give in. It's okay. It's one game. If you lose, you learn. It's fine. It's okay. It's fun. It's a video game.
Appreciate that response. That helps.
I do like this gank though. I don't know whose idea this was, but I like this. Obvious argument is Porthos should have been there. He was probably clearing top wave. If he was clearing top wave, then this is a good idea, but the timing was bad. So a good idea with bad timing is a bad idea, basically. That's what that boils down to. You kind of gave them bot wave. If they wanted to, and they should, this should be this should be all gone, because they know you're mid. They can see you. They should be right here. This should all be gone. They're kind of making a mistake right now. Because like this might be successful. This probably is going to be a successful. This is good. TJ put himself in a really good spot there. See, like this is what I mean. They did all that. Nothing happened, and instead of getting damage gone, they just did nothing for like 15 seconds, and they didn't get anything. They actually came out of that negatively. That's unfortunate. So this engaging team fights as a team was a thing that took us a long time to learn. We'll let this. There we go. So like this I'm fine with. That's unfortunate. We'll ignore that. This I'm fine with, right? This looks good. This is wrong. So, but I totally understand where Jep's coming from. Jep sees low health. This is damaged player seeing low health bar want kill. This is brain turned off. His brain is not on right now. It is completely turned off. He is not looking at any of this that's going on down here. He is only looking at this health bar. That's it. So sometimes you got to yell at this person to turn their brain back on and come back down here. Because if he is not standing here, if he is standing here, this person dies. Instead, this person doesn't die. He's in the middle of nowhere, and if this Li Ming were in the right spot, Chromie's dead.
And I had to blow a lot of my abilities too to save because of low health.
Exactly. And now he's here, and this looks fine, but it's too late. It's just way too late. Yeah, so that's just unfortunate. Do you end up dying here? Yeah. This is hard, right? I'm a big proponent of not fighting. I really think like here, because does she go and tap?
Yes.
This, you should be gone. If Chromie's tapping, this is now 3v4. You're never gonna win. You're never gonna win this unless they make a catastrophic mistake. You're just never gonna win this. So like this is wasted ability. Good blind. But like this doesn't do anything. You could argue if you're standing here, everybody leaves, you're standing here, you're just buying time. Just stall channels, buy time for Chromie. But actively trying to CC them is just a waste of time. And your offlaner was coming. So if everybody was alive with decent health bars, your offlaner shows up. This is a completely won team fight.
Your powers will be mine, Gravekeeper, like all the others.
This is So where did this happen? Curious where that XP was lost. Okay, not there. It's probably gonna be this wave. Yeah, it is. You're not gonna get much of this follow-up wave. So that's all kill XP, and then this whole wave is gonna get lost. Let's see a little bit more. Yep, this is good camp timing. This is good. Bot wave for 7. So you're really not that far behind. This is fine. You just lost a little bit of wave. This isn't anything to harp on. They were in there already. They just saw you. Let's see. This is just comms. Did they? I can't remember if they knew. You were probably calling this. This is also one of those things, like, you're probably calling this. You're probably saying, hey, they're all up here. They're all on me. I need help. They are just straight up not listening to you. They are like, I will go up there. Let me clear this wave first, and then I'll go up there. That's a mistake. Just straight up. If Peldor is like, they're all on me, I need help, it has to be immediate. Because this wave doesn't need to be cleared. Just straight up. So like Peldor is going to wander off. This is kind of wandering off. I mean, this is kind of an initial mistake by Peldor.
Should I not have been in the bush?
No, because you don't have to. You don't have to. You see Leo like anchoring this bush. This bush is good to be anchored if there wasn't a wave. Mostly because you're playing Johanna. Like, you need to be Wing the wave, clumping everything up for Chromie, Brightwing Q, Tychus Grenade. Like, you assist a lot in the wave clear. So if it's wave clear versus wave clear, you should be down here wave clearing. You should be helping the wave clear.
Got it.
But right now, this wave is done. You're calling for help. They are not listening to you. And you're dead. You're dead before Jep is even done autoing the wave. He's still autoing. He's still autoing. When your death timer is on the screen, he's still autoing the wave. This is just that's bad. That's just really bad. And now you're not alive, so Chromie dies. If that lands, he dies. So this is mostly going to be kill XP. There's not a whole lot that's going to be done to fix this. So the bear, a little XP. It's not tens though. See this is anchor. This is good anchor. Chromie kind of spoils your party because she uses her thing, but it's good anchor. This is good. That's a good call. So 5v5. Like I was saying, slowing sands I think is a good. I think it should have been time stop. I think it should have been time stop for the Ming. I think it should have been time stop for the Vala. I think you have a lot of really, really easy point and click, borderline point and click CC for time stop or for rewind. I think this should have been rewind. Done. Team fight's done. Team fight's done. Just leave. You could have even made that decision all the way back here. Like, honestly, right now, you could make the decision. They are going to have 10 during this fight. Just, it's done. There's no team fight. It's not even worth it. This is like Porthos going top, Brightwing going mid, and you just give this up. It's 4 shots. You're down 10. It's not worth it. Huge wave. This is like half a level right here that we're not getting to pick a fight that we know that they're going to be 10 during. I think that's pretty much. There's not a lot more in this game after that. This kind of becomes a runaway from what I remember. I see that again. No, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Man, I do remember you getting hit by those owls. Oh, all right. That's the one I remember. Go a little further back. So like they're just making a huge mistake. Okay, I need to say this for my own peace of mind, so that you guys hear me say it. If you are going to tower dive somebody, just full commit tower dive them. Especially if there's a wave. They changed the towers. The towers don't auto attack heroes if they're already auto attacking minions. There's no damage detection. There's no threat detection anymore. Porthos should be dead. 100 times he should be dead. And now they should die. So I'm curious what happens. The slowing sands. It's a W in a slowing sands. Great start. This all Vala all the time. Every ounce of damage that comes out of this team should be on Vala. Jep's not auto-attacking anything right now. He E's first for no reason. That doesn't do anything to auto to type. Is that like an E steroid, or is that just a habit? That does his like auto attack speed go up or anything when he E's? I don't think so.
One thing I can
Tychus.
think of is it resets the minigun if he took that talent. I don't know if he did.
He did not.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
I don't know.
that's probably just a bad habit by him. You could fix that. I mean, just every bit of, she shouldn't be alive. She shouldn't be alive. He should have grenaded her while she was in slowing sands, and she should be dead. He's getting out, so you could argue Muradin. Great. That was really good. That was really good. I don't know if you meant to do that, but it was incredible. I mean, it's borderline bad luck. You could argue they played it really, really well. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I really wish that Chromie had picked Rewind here. I really wish she had picked Rewind. Rewind into Blessed Shield on that Ming. Oh, every time. Every time. It's such a shame that wasn't picked.
Fire upon the grave keeper. Hero slay.
Oof. Oof. So respect your health bar. I remember we talked about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, like I said, there's, unless you were here to go on to Muradin, like you were flanking behind him, that's pretty decent. That'd be a good call. But it's kind of just obvious that you were just trying to go for the camp. So that's just kind of a waste of your health bar. And if you hadn't done that, you'd be here to CC the Muradin. Oh, well, that's a shame. God, I would have stopped his jump too. Like this, such a good slowing sands though. I think you just ignore the Muradin there. I think you just have to walk past the Muradin. Because this is death. I mean, if these should be dead.
I think I was too far out there. I should have been behind the DPS. I was in the front of him, so I definitely was in the wrong spot.
It might just be a battle lines thing.
Well, we kind of had two different fights going on because they
Well,
got
yeah,
stuck at the top,
this,
and then
this
we're
is
at
not
the
your fault.
bottom.
This is not your fault. Okay, I'll revise that statement slightly. This is all three of y'all's fault because Entomb doesn't he use Entomb in like a second, or he already used it? If Entomb was up, this was gonna be worse.
I think he used it right before we went there. Right before we went through that little area.
Oh, you've undone my wounds.
I mean, this is just hard, right? This is a hard decision to make. I think right now, truthfully, I think you just have to give both of these up. I think this is a Brightwing goes top, mid, 3 bot. Like you just have to have top support Brightwing, off lane, 3-man, soak, just get as much XP as possible. Yeah, because this is just gonna get worse.
Thank you.
Muradin does damage though, doesn't he? Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Excellent healing, friend.
Damn, we are good.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, that's terrible. You didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I know. Thankfully, it wasn't like a game blowing death or anything.
No, 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 no. Any other questions about that game specifically?
I don't have any.
I have a bad habit of just rattling.
Rattling's okay.
I genuinely, I would say, I think day of, I may have gotten too distracted by just the level lead that they had. Most of that level was from kills. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Most of those levels were just kill XP. I wouldn't even really say it was that bad. There was some stuff like the big wave mid that you should have gotten, but for the most part, I think that was a team fighting thing. I would something to remember as a tank player is Leo is always going to be especially scary as a tank, especially as Johanna, because he perfectly counters you, where you can't walk through his wall and you can't walk through him, and so you even if you have your D up, you're stuck. So it's important to be wary. And once you get silence into him, you're just dead anyways. So that's always something to be scary, to be scared about when when they draft Leo into a Johanna. Like, there's nothing Brightwing can do to help you. You don't want the Brightwing to Z in to a Silence Entomb because then now she's dead. It sucks. It sucks. That's a rough one. This is the one you guys won, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure. Right. This was the Sylvanas game.
Yeah.
His Hanzo was really good, actually.
Facility powering up. Systems online in 10 seconds. 3, 1. Facility online.
I golly, this guy. But like this is good. This is kind of just like a mental note. Most tanks, especially at low divs, are gonna do this. They're just gonna walk up to you. If
Would you
the thing that
consider winner of Div C a low div? Because they want.
compared to the divs that I've played in, yes. It's mostly just habits. It's just different habits. So like the main thing that I would say, you're doing a really good job right now. So what I want you to pay attention to is what you're doing right now in this game. Whenever you cast an ability, the people that are hit by your ability are immediately being hit by your damage. Except for Jet. But ignore him. He's doing the wrong thing. We're not talking about him. Like, your job as a tank player, trying to find the best way to phrase this. It was phrased to me really well one day, and I forget it sometimes. You will never kill people as a tank. You're never going to 100 to 0 somebody as a tank. The two things that you will do as a tank that you will do better than anybody is enable damage and deter damage, or deter/absorb damage. Those are mostly going to be your two jobs. Some characters like Johanna, Mei can add wave clear in. Some tanks can add hard engage in, hard CC, Garrosh variant, like whatever. ETC, Anubrak, dive, whatever. But for the most part, you should only ever cast abilities when you are in range of your damage dealers so that they can do damage to the people that you're. Like, this guy is so low because every time you W'd him, Sylvanas was auto-attacking him. Every time you slowed him with a Q, Sylvanas is there. It's perfect. It's perfect synergy. So you stay nice and close. Nice and close. This is good vision. I think I remember thinking at the time, this sucks. You really just got to ignore him. If you had, like, I don't know, Uther, Garrosh, somebody with a lot, like, hard CC, maybe that's different. But with a Johanna tank, he knows he can get away with that. He's just going to heal it up. That's just all Murd and passive healing. And now you're just behind. It's just him being annoying. Good. Excellent. That was really good. That was actually really good. Like, you have good W's. These are good W's. That's a great Q. This is good damage. Good E. Like, this is a good trade. This is a really good trade. The Z's up in 3 seconds. You probably use it. I mean, I would just go ahead and rip the Z here. I don't know if you were saving it for anything, but I would just go ahead and rip the Z.
No. Maybe I thought. Oh no, I did it later. But yeah, it would have made more sense to do it ahead.
Like, this is all good. You see 3, you see 1 top. Who's that? Sonya. Sonya's just somewhere. She's probably top. She's probably getting a camp. This is great. This is all good. There's Sonya. Focus damage. This is all good. So there's Murden. We found him. So, what would I say they're doing wrong? Like, what would you guys say they're doing wrong? Like, what do you think? What do you think is causing them to not?
Well, I
Their
thought there.
Genji rotations. Go ahead.
Say that one more time.
No, I think I was about to say the same thing. Go ahead, Porthos.
Their Genji rotations top were pretty random.
Yeah, totally random. There's no reason. There's no reason. This is completely unnecessary.
And the 4-man did a good job of calling out when Genji was gone.
I do remember that. This is completely unnecessary. He's never gonna kill him. Ever. This is absolute waste of time. Good job. You killed a bear. You have no bot wall. Like, it's just a waste of time. It's huge mistake. This is all good. Damage was on him. Now damage is on Lucio. Like, there are moments. Like, look at this. There's moments where they can't see you guys. And Genji's just sitting up here. The reason that he feels that he has to sit up here is entirely his fault. Because now, if he doesn't sit up here, this is Rexar, right? So Rexar is going to get this if he doesn't sit up here. He has to sit up here for Bear. If he doesn't, you lose Beacon. But he needs to be down here to secure kills because he's their kill secure. He's their damage. So this is his fault. Like, this is a draft problem, and this is just a misplay, right?
In this situation, like obviously they needed to do it earlier, but like early after we took the bot camp and started pushing with that, and they sent Genji top, did Genji just need to sit back and like passive soak the wave and let Sonya go rip the top camp real fast? Like if we ever run, because I think
That's
we're
a good
trying to
idea.
practice Genji kind of for this map, because of the quick rotations. But like, is that something that can be done? It's like, okay, our 4-man's obviously even with Genji losing the bottom. So do we need to just like focus on getting pushed top, even if we're not going to get the first objective?
I think that's fine. I don't think it's Genji, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's Junkrat. I think it's Junkrat Sonya rip this camp as fast as possible.
Yeah.
In
Okay, so
between waves.
In between waves. Okay. Yeah.
Like, rip a wave, Junkrat Sonya. This camp could buy you enough time for Sonya to come down and do a gank. It could buy you enough time to get a bear kill and get beacon for a while. I think the main thing that you guys are doing well in this game that they're not doing well is winning the 4v4. They should know, at least by now, but maybe even going into this game, that Sonya is going to struggle securing this beacon in the offlane. Knowing that she is going to struggle to secure this beacon, you have to win the 4-man. Whether that's 5v4s, like whether you give up top XP to secure this as a 5v4 win. Sonya comes down and gank. Sonya comes down and gank. Level 4 gank. Level 7 gank. 10 leap. Like everything. If Sonya's down here and the 5-man wins, then this doesn't matter. Like that would be a good way to play it, to be honest, for them. But they just kind of give up the 4-man. And then they lose. This is just gonna be. I remember it being kind of a runaway with the. At least in the beginning, it was a big snowball. Great W. I'm gonna. Oh. I love good Johanna W's. That's a good E, right? Movement speed, look aggressive, good heal. This is all aggression. This is great. Good job not getting hit, not going over the wall with that.
Fall back. I am healed.
Did you get them all? I don't mean any offense. I just want to be sure.
Yeah, buddy. And then right into camp. This goes either way. Camp or wall. I think camp's probably better for the XP, but you could go camp or wall there. I'd be fine with either. This is just unfortunate. It sucks that he does more damage than you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my
I'm honestly fine with you helping clear this camp. I think you do good damage to camps. I don't think you need to anchor this. You see their tank. They're not going to do anything without their tank. This is just a rip. Just rip it. Rip everything on this.
Yeah, they just grabbed top camp too, so it's like they would just now be getting there, I think.
Yeah. So, this is fine.
Probably
You
fine.
you honestly they probably called this. I believe they did. I believe they did call it they were missing. This happens. It happens. It's fine, honestly. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. The only thing that I would do differently as a whole, like as a macro decision in this game, is you won the first objective, 4-man goes top. 4-man always kind of wants the shortest path to the next fort or keep or whatever. You don't want the 4-man to overextend pushing out here. Whereas, like, if Rexar does it and he dies, it's fine. It's just Rexar. But if the 4-man does it and the 4-man dies, that's a big deal. 4-man should be top right now.
That feels much better.
Before Rexar died. As soon as these two camps were taken, the 4-man should have gone top. is good. Pushing past the camp. It's almost dead. That's fine.
The beacons are energizing.
There's probably some wave discrepancies going on here that's causing. I mean, this probably averages out. They're only a little bit ahead. 1-1. It's pretty even.
I think it's just because Sonya's caught that wave down bottom. The cancel probably, and maybe
Yeah.
like an extra bear kill.
Yeah, I'm just surprised it's not as bad with this
Oh, yeah, that-
fort being down.
That's
I feel like this should be a little higher. They probably did something. Just a few minions each wave that are getting lost that are contributing to this. Because very technically, they were ahead. They could have engaged on you. That's all micro. That's fine. That's all gonna get better. Missing the thing. It's fine. That's all fine. It happens. Great peel. This is just some Jep micro. That's just a huge waste. Also, I remember you guys talking about this. I don't like Dragon Strike as much as I used to.
We have a combo
I-
for it, but we didn't really have it for this game.
Yeah, and I think a good combo with it works. But my counter to that is I will be damned if a stun arrow into a Blessed Shield into a Johanna W is not one of the best CC combos in the entire game. It hits so hard because this is a 1.5 second stun. This goes up to like a 2-second stun, right? So if this goes 2-second stun and you time it right, it's 2 seconds into 1.5. This is a 3.5 second. You cannot play the game. It's just something to think about.
I think like uh, Leo or the cage from Maiev is about the only reason you take the Dragon Strike or the whatever pretzel.
Which I agree with. If that's what you're trying to do, then yeah, do it. I agree with that. That's by no means a bad combo.
Especially with a global like Brightwing, you can basically turn a 2v1 or a 1v1 into a 3v1 with an arrow across the map and a Brightwing blink.
Yeah, dude. I even like his 20 upgrade where he teleports with the arrow. Like you
Doesn't matter on
you
Braxis.
teleport. What'd you say?
That doesn't matter on Braxis.
Not as much. Not as much. This is all good damage. You could have left the bear bot. You didn't need the bear to come up. You don't need Porthos up here. You've already won. This is all just trying to go for extra credit. This isn't necessary. So you know they're coming up. This is fine. I would say they're a lot faster than you, Peldor. So you got to be quicker. You got to be quicker on the draw to get back to leave to your teammates. Like you need to already be You need to already be leaving.
Okay.
Did you have Emerald win that whole time? Oh, you did. This is Emerald win right now.
I did it late and phase shifted too late.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that is what happened.
Yep.
I would try really hard to save that W for Genji most of the time.
To my side.
Oof. Damn. Damn.
Zerg threat eliminated.
Oh, thank goodness. We live another day.
Why did you walk that way?
To my side.
This is just miscommunication. This is miscommunication. You guys need to walk together. There's no reason to be separate.
Zerg threat eliminated.
Oh,
You just need to be here helping them do camp.
we live another day.
It's a good wind. Look at that.
Thank you.
This is blessed. This is blessed all day. Like the way that I use blessed is a great point and click stun. I rarely use blessed to engage by itself. I will almost always use blessed to engage on somebody who is already being CC'd. Whether that's your W, this is the best blessed you will ever see in your life. He is under 2 towers under your entire teammate, and he's standing still. There you go. See, I spoke too soon. Look at that. Like, Dragon Strike's good, man. I'll never say Dragon Strike's bad. This is a great boss call.
I am restored.
I'm surprised they didn't try and do the Genji boss cheese, where you can take boss at like level 4 with Genji deflect. You can take boss super early on this map.
Friend.
We did it.
You do like Genji Sylvanas, you can take boss at level 4. I think this was my call. I think I called you guys off of this. This was when I started calling. It's all going top. I think it's a good idea in theory, to do all of your camps and then go to boss, I think it would have just been a waste of time because I think you're trying to set up to end the game. Like I think this is better. Taking top camp and boss and push.
That feels much better.
This is good. This could be an engage if you just play it. Don't give away your health bar too early. That's good. This is just everybody on him. This would be a good blessed. If that stun landed, this would be a really good blessed.
Thank you, healer.
Good blinds.
Here we go again. They're powering up.
That's the combo. Genji's doing the right thing. This is good. You're hanging back, staying in range, not letting them hit you. You don't do any auto attack damage to this keep. You don't need to be auto attacking the keep. This is all good.
I needed that friend.
Then you look for a kill.
Thank
You could have thrown ults there. That would have been fine. But this,
Feels much better.
I like going for a kill there. If you do a 3 kill there, you win the game. It's a good play. So, unnecessary. You can go bot. Especially because it's not 20 yet. You probably just need to have somebody bot. As soon as this ends, somebody needs to be. You need to treat this not like it's level 20 and you're perma grouped as 5. You need to treat this like we're up an entire. We're leveling to 16. You need to have somebody doing camp, somebody in lane getting XP. This is, you still have room to grow in this game. Good W. It was late. It's fine. Great W, dude.
a fine kill.
Do you ever take where's Flare? Do you ever take Flare?
Isn't that
Flare's
level
level
1?
1.
Flare's level 1.
I usually don't take Flare.
Yeah. All right. I feel like
I've
most-
taken Flare against like a Valera or something on Dragonshire, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'll take Flare against Abathurs.
Yeah.
You can if you have a Genji on your team and you flare an Abathur, they just die. The Genji just dives in and kills Abathur every time. I think that's fine. I was just curious.
I almost always take the Hawk level 1.
Choose a talent.
Like this is fine. This is fine.
Good enough, healer.
I think it's okay not doing camp here because you're up 16. I think it should still be a 4-man. I don't think it should be a 2 and 3, but yeah, now we're getting better.
My wounds heal.
They're not on the map, nothing to do. Get camp, that's fine. They're top. Sack the bear. That's fine. Bear will come back.
Thank you.
You will always win Ring Around the Rosie. I think that he should be going with you. Yeah, this is good. So late game, if they have a keep down and you have a fort up, it's how do I explain this? This is kind of like very macro level thought process. If you have a fort up and they have a keep down, this wave will never be on your side of the map. This wave will always be pushed in. The consequence of that is you're never going to get XP from this wave. So if it's right now, this is their comeback mechanic in a way. If this game stalls, they're going to get more XP out of this lane than you guys will. So they will catch up because of this. Now that sucks from an XP perspective, but the benefit to you guys is if you guys send 5 people bot and 5 people are pushing bot or hanging around bot, this wave will always push in. And then now they have 2 waves pushed. So there's 2 things going on at the same time. I think the game, my thought process is once you take a keep, the game speeds up. There's like a time limit. I try to make more aggressive decisions once I have a keep, especially before 20, because in a way it's kind of giving them an advantage. In a very small way, that's their chance to come back. Is stalling the game, farming top lane. Like this Sonya's the only reason they're in the game right now. This Sonya's been playing really well. That every time, please. Inject that into my veins. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Make for good eat.
A good kill.
Perfect. Perfect poly. Excellent poly, dude. Excellent poly.
Yeah, dude.
Timing. Don't make fun of how I talk.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with being called dude. My daughter calls me bruh all the time, so I'm good.
Every time your CC. Perfectly timed. It's perfect. Damn. He's a good Hanzo. I like his Hanzo a lot. Great game. Which one was I thinking of? Oh, the ZJ Hanzo game.
Did they play
I
Zoltan?
haven't.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Burn.
did.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did.
We got Maya at this game.
Yeah, this game didn't go
And Chen.
well. But
We got Shin Maya.
yeah, Chen, this was a draft. I mean, dude.
Yeah.
Chen, Falstad, Johanna. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. This was just a draft. But I want to talk about Tomb of the Spider Queen a little bit. Just as a map, as its mechanics.
Battle begins in
I have a lot of thoughts about Tomb of the Spider Queen in general. So this, I still have a point here, which is, generally this map is a top lane, mid lane, rotate 4-man. You have Muradin, so you're pretty safe, right? Muradin into Johanna. This is the opposite of what you were dealing with in the first game we looked at, where you couldn't really lock down the Muradin. This is the flip side of that, where now they couldn't really lock you down. So you could be doing the same thing. You could be, pumping damage into this wave, and then you sit right here. You clear this wave, and then you sit right here. And then when they try to rotate, you just W, throw a stun, E away, heal up. Try to interrupt this little pathway here.
And is that just because they have a Joanna?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much because you're tanky enough to where they shouldn't be able to kill you, and they can't lock you down. They don't have enough early hard CC, so you can use that to slow this rotation path as much as possible. Because once she tethers you, once she W's you, they don't really have a lot after that. Like, you can just be in her face clearing this wave. You don't have to give her this wave. This is not Porthos's fault. They don't see Falstad. They should kind of be calling they don't see Falstad. This is not your fault. So that makes this a rough start. Because he is now forced. He's kind of doing it. This is such a good play by Ark. Honestly, what Ark should be doing right now is not clearing this at all. Ark should be letting all of his minions die. That means no XP for Blaze. Then he clears this wave, gets the XP. Then the next wave is going to come down and push with his camp. Like, he should be denying as much XP out of this wave as possible, especially in the off lane. Mostly because they've done so much to interrupt y'all's rotation here that Porthos had to go up. That's where this should be punished. Because now you get, not only do you get 4 minions, you also get gems. So he kind of messed that up. That's some off lane stuff, wave manipulation that is good to think about. We'll see where the first turn in is. So see, you could be slowing this down. This would be fine. I wouldn't have been opposed to pushing that camp in, but it's good rubies by this, if they have rubies on the ground, just leave. You're never gonna kill them through rubies. You can kind of pay attention to where if somebody's calling out if there's rubies on the ground, then you know to just leave the fight or leave this area because you're never gonna win through rubies. It's never gonna happen. That's so much healing. It's a good try. Rubies every time. Ooh, buddy. Oof. God, that sucks. So this map doesn't have to be a 4-man fest. If I didn't call during this game. It sucks to have this said to you because it shouldn't be this way, but you really do need to be the one to call for help. Like somebody should be coming down to help you. It's probably Hanzo, but somebody needs to come down and help you because this is out of hand. He's probably ahead of you in XP. Yeah, I mean this is out of hand. Because once you're gone, it's once you have to leave, this is over. This whole lane's gone. Good job getting top wave. Okay. Here's what I want us to think about with Tomb of the Spider Queen. What's going to happen when Tomb of the Spider Queen mechanic activates and the Web Weavers descend is all 3 waves are going to push in. What happens when all 3 waves push in is none of their wave dies. So all of these gems that are right here are all going to get to the wall. Likely another wave is going to come behind them. So that is 18 gems that you should collect every single one. I am not a big proponent of being the first to turn in. I think sometimes it's kind of a mistake. I think when you're playing Tomb of the Spider Queen, the best thing that you can do, in my opinion, is to have 2 turn-ins back to back. Now that's kind of ridiculous to ask because that's a lot of gems. But if it's a game like this, nobody's died, right? It's relatively even, all things considered, except for bot lane. But even bot lane's not bad. Like, if you just focus on getting every single gem from this wave safely, and then wait another wave or 2 until you have like 80, 90, 100 gems, if you can leverage that into back-to-back turn-ins before they have enough, I mean, it's just, that's the snowball.
Yeah, but then you risk
That's-
dying and losing it all.
So, I mean, yeah, that's your audible. That's your audible. That's where you got to change your idea. But if I'm loading into Tomb of the Spider Queen, my first goal is to get as many gems as possible. These first couple gems are always going to be the easiest to get. 10 minutes into the game, you might have a fort down. You might, you're not going to get gems out here. You have to get gems over here. Like, these first 8 to 10 minutes worth of gems are the easiest gems you're going to get for the whole game, especially the gems from their first turn in. And you have to take advantage of that. Like these right here. This is what I was talking about with the forts. There's no threat detection. I think truly, if your tank player is down, you just don't even walk up to this fort. I think it's just gone. They're so healthy. There's no threat detection. There's a huge wave. I think this is just the way the game is going to be played from now on because of this change. But I think you just have to leave. I think it's just done. Because now the fort's dead anyways. You've almost given them 3 kill XP. You're missing top wave and bot wave. You see what I'm saying? It's just I hate
Mhm.
this change. I hate it. It's the worst thing they've ever done to this game. It's almost as bad as HOTS 2.0. I don't know how they thought this was a good idea. But the consequence of that is if they are if that situation happens, just give up. Give up the fort. Go to the gate. Because you're never going to win a 4v5 under turret. It doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's just unfortunate. And there's like, do you think there's a universe you ever call boss here
That's not for them.
for y'all?
No.
Honestly, I think what happened here is I think you guys knew they were on boss.
Yeah, we went there to check.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where like I was and you're right. You're doing this correctly. If you know they're there, don't walk in and die. But it's it's boss for a camp. I would argue you just run it boss. It's so early. It's so early in the game. I think you just have if you know they're on boss, you just have to meet them. Because this is kind of a wasted web weaver.
Like we said, trade objective for boss.
On this map, I don't think trading objective for boss is as good. For the reason being that I think the momentum shift of the objective on this map is so large that you want to maximize it as much as possible. Because I mean, you're pushing all 3. It's like curse. You know, you get somebody's cursed on Cursed Hollow. You want somebody in all 3 lanes to get as much lane XP as possible because all their waves are gonna die in one hit, right? It's kind of the same thing. I think there's go ahead.
In this situation, though, they're at 30 gems turned in and getting boss, and the lanes are pushed well beyond halfway. Like, if we don't turn in, we go defend boss and they turn in, or we let boss walk the keep to try and defend turn in. And
Right.
like they
My
get at least a keep out of their next turning if we have to try and defend boss and turn in at the same time.
which I think is fine. I think it's fine if that happens. My reason being is that like I said in the beginning of the map, right? if they use all of their gems and they get these forts down, maybe they get a keep, those are the easiest gems that they were ever going to get on this map. So the odds of them getting another turn in after that is not super high. So if you can mitigate the damage of those first 2 turn-ins, that's pretty good. Because then what you can do is salvage the map. They're pushing in all this XP to you. They're just funneling XP to you. You know, average the XP out, catch up on XP, then look to push out, then look for a turn in. Because turning in now while they had boss going, you're so far behind that it's not going to catch you up. You'd rather be caught up and then turn in than turn in to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Like that was how many were y'all at before that? Before that turn in? Let's see. So 42. And then after the turn in, that would have been 8, so you'd be at like 40 something. So if you let them turn in, all of a sudden, you might lose 1, you might lose 1. That's fine. They still get boss, so you probably lose top keep. At most, you'll lose top keep. You would have 60, 70 gems right now. They would have 0, or like almost 0. And they'd at least not be this close to a turn-in. You're way closer to 2 turn-ins than them. If you use your 2 turn-ins the way that they use theirs, you even them out. And then you just go from there. Like gem economy is so important on this map, truly. This objective is such a huge deal. That was great. Actually, I want to watch the micro on this. So we're trying to leave. We're trying to leave. This is down 13. This is a great ult in response to stay a while. But once this ult lands, we still need to be trying to leave. Like we're all walking forward. We're stunning in, trying to get kills. It's done. It's done. You got out, down 13. Yeah, they still had Gust up too. So I mean, if they ever, him not using Gust there means to me that he never felt that they were ever truly in damage during that fight, basically. It's a good bunker. Mm. Yeah, then this is the This is the last turn in. Yeah, it's just. I think everybody that plays this game can play Tomb better. My main takeaways from Tomb are I'm okay losing the first objective as long as you get as many gems as possible from it. And I think the tank player should disrupt rotations as much as possible. Safely, obviously. Ah, this was the Phoenix game. God, I hate Phoenix so much, dude. This could be a draft thing. This basically is a draft. If they have a Phoenix player, Abraxas is a pretty good place to ban Phoenix. Alarak. Look at this one. This will be the last one we take a look at.
With us, your background is pretty loud.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 2, 1.
So 2v3. Yeah, that was just kind of a waste. Yeah, so this is all just the idea of the 2v3 into a 1v4 is to secure top camp and help your offlaner. You don't need this. You don't need this.
I think the original play there was like 99% of the time they send their gray main top, and they just didn't that time.
Yeah.
Like gray main start stomp to do the camp, so we were planning to catch them, and they just I don't know if they had somebody watching our streams or what, but they didn't that one time.
That sucks. That's even better. It's pretty good timing on the camp. Yeah, this is good. I mean, less good, but I agree with Peldor staying bot. Are they late on their camp? Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's get something. Yeah, so this is just being late and over aggressive. I assume that you're trying to hit auto attack somebody back here, like pull their back line in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just in this exact
Generally, I'm just trying to get more than one person. Generally,
yeah, I think that's fine. I think that anytime there's a pick, how do I phrase this? Anytime your damage is focused on one person, I'm okay with you just tethering one person. I think your tether is a lot more valuable securing one kill than pulling in two people. Generally. Generally. Like he by all intents and purposes, Varian should have died there. Or he at least should be very, very close to death. Like we're all just kind of sitting here. We should all be just kind of talking to each other. You know, where is everybody? Everybody's bot. We still see them. Blah blah blah. We don't see them. So Peldor, we should be talking about what are we gonna do? Defend. Blah 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 blah. Varian on me. This should be instant. These three people should know as soon as Varian's on screen, that's a kill opportunity. And then Peldor can call it because you're not doing anything else. It's obvious to me that if you're here, you're going to defend. If Peldor is here, he's anchoring, and he walks into a bush alone. So this should be instant. Instant. This should be instant WQ. We should already be doing damage. We should already be tethering. We should already be polying. Like this all should be cohesive. Like this is good. If Peldor turns around, this is great. If Vern like this is a good standoff right here. If he calls this, because I believe he didn't call this. Like if you throw your clone, if you throw your blink down here, he dies. If Peldor walks down here, he dies. He doesn't get hit by the W. Like this is all micro team fighting stuff.
I remember TJ saying, I just beat Greymane. I won my 1v1 or something like that.
Yeah, which is true. You know, no one's going to take that away from him. But, and this is also from a tank player perspective, right? So this is mostly talking to Peldor. You're probably calling targets within this fight. But if you hear your damage player say that they're in a fight somewhere else, you most of the time should go there. Like I said, your job is to enable your damage. Enable your damage or negate damage. Either one. And your damage player's job is to do damage. So like it that's what I was talking about whenever Varian showed up here. And it just kind of took a while to start doing damage to him. You should be always looking to do damage. You should be always doing damage. That's your one job. Is to have this number. You should always be wanting to have this white number. All the time. And then you want this white number. Which as Brightwing you should almost always have. But your polys are pretty good. You have good polys. This is fine. You just got to be careful. So now you should leave. Now you should leave.
Excuse me.
This is fine until you see someone. Because you can't defend, right? They're all 5, so this is fine.
Back in the fight.
In fact, I'm assuming they tapped. I don't even think you tap. I think this call is just race. And quite frankly, I think if you race there, I think you might win this. Maybe not. That was good. That's good scouting. So like these kinds of comps, like what I want to focus on is what they're doing right. Like, because they're doing some stuff right. When this variant taunt goes out, everything should be on that taunt person. Which, from a Brightwing perspective, as soon as variant taunts, just rip Z on that person, because you know they're going to be instant. It should be E and Z as soon as they're taunted, if you have it up. Or D. If you see him E in, you should be... Soothing Mist should be out as soon as he E's in, for the most part. It just has to be quick.
Okay.
My caveat being, it depends who your character is. If they're going on Johanna and she has shield, obviously you don't have to D, but depends on the person.
That's anyone else.
That's like right now. If you obviously don't know this is gonna happen. Like this is an amazing. If this tether lands, this W lands, this W lands, this is all amazing. It's just the asynchronicity of this immortal being up is why this doesn't work. So this might just be a really great play that is a bad play because nobody's paying attention to you.
I'm glad that feels much better.
Good.
Back to that play earlier. Would you say it was a decent thing to do just to get them to focus on someone else instead of our buildings? Or should I just hit the immortal?
I would say just hit the immortal. Like it's a really good play. Like I don't want to, and I hate when these happen because as a Johanna player, it happens all the time where I will have like 5-man W's. Straight up 5-man W's. Everyone gets hit by Q. Huge blessed, but my team is nowhere near me, and then I die. Like you can do the most nuts play ever, and if nothing
Yes.
happens, you look like an idiot. So like this should just be. I'll say this. I'll phrase this in a way that's a little more team focused. This needs to be a decision. I'm fine leaving the immortal up if you say I'm going in to tether. Because if you and Peldor go in at the same time, your tether lands on all 4. And then your Qs get reset. And then TJ does tons of damage. And then maybe Brightwing's close enough to soothing mist you out of the taunt. The only reason that's a bad play is you did it by yourself. I'm okay with you ignoring Immortal. I really am. This Immortal is gonna get a wall at most. But if you kill all 4 of them, that's such a huge XP swing. That's worth more than the Immortal. So it's just a decision. It's a shot call that you can make as you become part of the shot calling team when you pick Maiev. Just because you might see an engage that nobody else will see. And it might be a split second, snap your finger moment where you see it and you just if you take the time to call it out, it's going to be too late. You just have to rip it.
Yeah.
So in those moments, it might be good to say, I'm looking to engage, or the onus could be on Peldor to know that you have a tendency to look for those engages. It's team dependent.
Yeah.
Like if Peldor just knows that you tend to do that a lot when they clump up, then he will just know to be ready to do that. The flip side is you could say, I'm looking to do this, and then everybody's looking at you anyways. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think in the past, so usually I think the team does look at whenever I do that, but in the past we've tended to focus on objective over team fights, usually every time whenever we have to defend.
To be honest, I don't. I'm on this particular map. I'm where the immortal is. So
Like, this is so good. This is so good. This is it's perfect.
I do know our comms get better as this match goes on because the match starts swinging a little more.
Like this right here. If you don't have time to call this, you just grip it and rip it. So, this is just this boils down to a miscommunication. I would say if I had to put rules to it, early game objectives, sub 5 minutes, I mean even sub 10 minutes, generally aren't gonna be worth a lot. So I'm very okay pushing past them for getting kills, especially with a comp like this. So I would say kind of get out of the habit of that, Brightwing, of like only focusing objective or staying near objective. I would try to kind of get out of the habit of that and get a little more comfortable ignoring objective, especially with team comps like this. This is good scouting. It's very good scouting. This is good wave. They just disappear. You're calling that they're gone.
You have my thanks.
Okay, now you see them. They gave you a whole wall for free. Perfect. I wouldn't even say leave. I would say you sit right here. You sit right here and go for, you can argue because camp's coming up soon, but I wouldn't leave this. I mean, look, I don't have to say anything. I mean, just look at this. You gave them a whole camp and sat here. I mean, you're expecting the re-engage, but you know, you gotta be more focused on what you have and not giving away advantages. Because you might have been on fort by now. That's just unfortunate. That's probably a taunt, right?
I stayed too long in the bush. They just
up
followed
here?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. I say this in the context of this is just a scrim and this game meant nothing, but this is the consequence of that. I mean, you know, this is what happened. That's what sucks as a tank player is, man, some mistakes as a tank player really really compound quick. Really compound quick. So you know they're here. You're engaging. So walk me through the ID here. So it's W Cage Blessed.
Or any
Um,
kind. Good.
So generally, we'll go in, get a tether, and drop cage. And it doesn't matter the order of what Peldor does. I usually just rip it.
Mm-hmm.
If I see it, I do it.
That blind Blessed, man, while they're mounting. Good cage. Good stun. I just want to look a little closer here. Greymane. Greymane target. So I would say this is a miscommunication from TJ. TJ should be killing Greymane.
Probably just went to the closest person.
Let's say, can he reach him from there?
He can, yeah.
'Cause it looked like that other guy was blocking him, maybe from getting it.
Did he need
Not
to
block-
do mind control there? Or could he have saved it?
Mind control actually. Mind control blocks the taunt. This is actually honestly, that's the best person to mind control right now. I would actually, this is best case scenario mind control. But this needs to be a mind control. He's out of the fight. Kill Greymane. That's funky. See, he's still hitting Varian. Like this is just a waste of damage. Essentially. Like the damage that he did to Varian here, if you applied that to these health bars, that's 3 deaths. Is my point. And he probably did more damage because of the Varian auto attack negate, the parry. Two kills is really good, but this could have been so much cleaner. 3 kills. Oh man, that could have been faster. That could have been faster and cleaner.
We usually run that combo with either Hanzo or Li Ming. But since Sylvanas was up,
Dude, Li Ming would be good.
yeah, they first picked Li Ming.
Yeah. TJ has a good Sylvanas, man. He really does. You
DJ's
just,
generally good at everything he plays. He has a
Yeah.
really nice Kel'Thuzad too.
it's a good Sylvanas. He just needs to be on target. This Joe target, whoever, you know. I would even say that he needs to be focusing on people that aren't the tank. To be honest with you, he doesn't do percent damage. If the tank is the only person in range, that's different. But if you're doing a full engage, the literal last person you should be doing damage to is the tank player. He could have killed the Li Ming there, just in that first little melee, and then that whole fight is gone. I mean, this is a great immortal though.
So right there, Peldor had scouted that they were attacking the thing, so we go back in for another fight. I'm not
My
sure if we kept fighting or if we just ran from it.
I think you ran from it because of the hugger. Oh, I think this does turn into a lost fight. I believe this might be the lost fight. No. Okay. Which is good. I'm fine with that.
I remember someone saying there's a hugger behind here, and I went, hugger where? Because I was in the middle of the camp.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to be fighting all that. You don't need to be doing all that. This is good. This is good positioning. You don't need to be getting auto attacked. TJ right in the thick of it, not getting hit by Li Ming. This is all good. Brightwing right in the middle. This is all good.
This was just unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
I was trying to hit a back line and ended up only catching Virion.
So I mean, this wall's not dead yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you were here when I was making a point earlier about diving forts. I think there is nothing stronger in this game right now than diving forts if you have a wave with you, because there's no threat detection anymore. This will only attack minions until there are no more minions, and then it will attack heroes, no matter what. So if you had waited until this immortal was taking tower shots, then you're not about to get this, 20 armor. That 20 armor damn near is what killed you. That one tower shot is why you die. But you do that same trick right now, you might get a kill.
We no longer have a fort there.
I would go to bot camp here. They're at top camp. You had to wait for Sylvanas to res and get back up. This is good.
My wounds heal.
Trading sucks. I think it's the correct play. I think that ends up being the call. I think this is the correct call.
Yeah, that was one we very much argued over at the time. But
I think this is correct. I think trading is correct. This is stall. Yeah, stall for the backs. This is good. This is great. That's really good. You got everybody to back. That's perfect. think the shoe's about to drop, if I remember this game. This is perfect. They gave you this. So he took 13. All right, so Shattering throws down. This is probably just staying too long. Woo! If TJ is attacking Varian, I swear to God.
I think we just get Lee Minged in this fight, don't we?
All right, good. Good.
That was a really nice bunker.
It was a great bunker.
We got a lot of cues out of it too.
Well struck.
Freaking
Like this is
bunker
why
bitch.
I'm not trying to make y'all change this comp idea. It's a great comp idea. Like it works.
It works so much that ever since we started using it, we've seen so many other people trying to do it too.
I think we stayed here too long.
I
Yeah,
think
we sent Vern to do the immortal.
Yeah.
honestly, I would at least get halftime first.
Well, the idea was Vern to get halftime while we get structure damage.
Yeah, Maiev doesn't have exactly the best immortal clear.
Yeah.
She,
I think
you take her to
it
kill
has to be
people.
it has to you have to switch it. It has to be TJ. It has to be Sylvanas. Like now it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea right up until that wave dies.
Well, we kept Sylvanas there because she had shut it down.
Yeah. Like this now we leave. So now what's happened is they are ahead of you in resources. They're ahead of you in positioning.
Good enough, healer.
So we get halftime, and then I call for the camp, and then I get disconnected for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
And that's why we lost the immortal. Because I got connected back, and I thought I was in, so we restarted, but then I really wasn't, and then we lost the immortal.
And then it got unpaused twice
Yeah.
on accident by the other team.
You know what, man? I think you guys would have won this game.
Well, just keep playing.
I don't really think this is a loss.
You have no faith in us.
You have my thanks. For now.
Did you ever figure out why it was just you that dropped and not both you and TJ?
I think it's because I had a Windows update.
Yeah, I think every advantage, to be honest, I think every advantage they get for the rest of the game is because of that that immortal they just got.
If the other team unpaused it, I mean, in a real tournament, wouldn't that be a loss for them?
I
know
think
this is just a Nexo game, but
I don't think it constitutes a forfeit, but I would be saying some very choice words in all chat.
Be like, homie, you better unpause it.
Have my thanks.
I mean, you better repause it.
Yeah, I would be swearing at them in all chat. I don't care who it is.
well, the person who did it is a nemesis, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah, there would be some not kind words being said. So going up to clear camp, I'm assuming.
Yep.
This is bunker. You know he's gonna taunt you. This is just bunker.
Man, he was the bait.
He was the bait for this invisible Greymane that's about to kill you. Ah, TJ, no. Full health, full mana, should not be getting in this bunker. Especially not with. Is that Li Ming? Yeah, especially not with Li Ming in your face. So stops doing damage. In the bunker. That can't happen. That has to be all damage on Li Ming all day.
I think the bunker had just happened to be there, and we ended up clicking it instead of hitting a hero.
I say it may have been he accidentally clicked it. Yeah,
I think that happened to me too, because I don't think I meant to get in that bunker.
that's honestly a fair point. But at that point, it makes it a decision mistake into a micro mistake. But this is still a huge mistake. Oof. God, I hate that invis. It's so annoying. Yeah, this also no good.
That feels much better.
Halftime good.
You have my thanks. For now.
Did we win this game?
I think we lost.
How did we lose?
I don't remember.
It was so long ago, I don't remember either.
I remember.
I'm pretty sure we won though.
I didn't think we won one out of this scrim.
I think we won at least once.
Yeah, this was our Nixo match. We won 2 games and won the series for last Thursday. But I can't remember if we won on this map or not.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I said, I ripped that. I don't think I even called it.
Ah,
I think we end up winning because I think they picked this one. We won the map they picked. They won the map we picked.
right. You definitely won this. You don't. This is definitely the end of the game. This is just another good learning moment, though, of like, you're just what a great play that nobody's in position to help you for. This is just a call. Like this is at its simplest. This is watch me. I'm looking for a tether. At its core, or I have ult. Just say I have cage. I'm looking for cage, and everybody should be moving up closer to you to be in range for cage. Ignore this. You don't. We don't. I don't care about Tarunda ult. You need to be here. Fuck Tarunda. You need to be right here with this player.
All heroes hit the building while Peldor messes with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we did win here.
Yeah. Basically,
This is that negating damage, right? You're just standing in front of Li Ming.
in our CCS Nexo match, it's whoever got Maiev won. We got Maiev twice, we won. They got Maiev twice, they won.
Okay. Maev's a prio pick. That's fine. Maev, Sylvanas, prio picks. That's fine.
Because they know we play the combo, so they'll take Maiev just to take it away from us.
Yeah. Dude, y'all are gonna be such a good team fighting team by the end of this.
Well, no, because they'll end up banning Maiev, and then we have no combo, and we lose everything else.
Find another
Well,
one.
We're trying.
Find another one.
We're trying.
I've been working on Alarak, and I've slowly been trying to work on Kerrigan and Kira as well.
Alarak's good. It sounds like y'all are even trying to look for like pick comps. Like,
Yeah.
Li Ming is good. Vala is good in the pick comps, just blow damage.
Those are both TJ's go-tos as well.
Like if you hit an Alarak pull, Alarak silence, and whoever your tank player is hits their CC, like that person should die. And that's not like a huge setup, right? Like you don't need ults to set that up. That's just one ability.
It's kind of like a Varian light combo.
Like there's good team comps. Like this is a good team comp, man. This is like AoE CC times 1,000 with huge damage.
It actually works so much better with Hanzo Pretzel. But that takes so long to set up the Pretzel.
Oh yeah.
But when it connects, it's insane.
We're hoping to see an Orphea ult with it soon.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad.
Actually, TJ prefers Orphea over KTZ.
I didn't know that.
I like that
That's-
idea though.
Oh yeah, we've tried it with KTZ before too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like his KTZ a lot.
So do I.
And then pairing it with a root like a Malfurion root or a Deku.
Broccoli root with Cage was so badass.
Dude,
Or-
Malfurion's based. I like Malfurion a lot. I think that's pretty much it, unless people want to